Welcome to Shadow Me Tarot. I just got a new deck from Etsy, and it's like element stuff. I don't remember the name of the deck. Let's see if it says it on here. It doesn't say it on there. It just has the author's name, I guess. Oh, it's in a box. Thank God. I was so worried. The Illuminated Earth Oracle. Oh, thank you. This is clairemacarts.etsy.com. So I don't know if you can see it on there. So there we go. There's for Steph. It's a little handwritten note there. Sometimes they have charms and little stuff in there. I don't mind the charms. I don't mind the crystals. Cards are all right, I guess. We need a razor blade to open this guy. Ow. Poke yourself with the razor blade. There you go. That's the way to do it. Ow. Wonderful. All I'm going to do is get blood on my new cards. Let's see. All right. Well, that is some thick packaging, I'll have to say. That's seriously some thick packaging. And a nice box. Small. It has the little book inside, and it's little. Ooh. It has a card called Reincarnation. I like this. I looked at this, and I live in the mountains, or I live near the mountains, and this had like rocks in it. And I was drawn to the rocks. I live in Colorado, and this just reminds me of like fossils, because Colorado used to be an ocean, if you can believe that. At the top of these mountains, there's seashells, but they're fossilized. So this one says abundance, but I definitely got this deck because it just resonated home for me. That might be a little too bright. Oh, that's kind of a nice, it feels like a nice bright. All right, let's see if we can zoom in a little bit. It is a good size. It's a nice size card. It's just, I don't know. It fits my hands nicely. I want to say it's shorter than the regular tarot deck. Let's see. A little thicker than a regular tarot deck. A little wider too, but I like the size. I don't mind the size. It's okay. I feel all right about it. All right. But this is not a tarot deck. This is an oracle deck. And it's the Illuminated Earth Oracle by that Claire Mac. Claire Mac. It looks like she started this in 2018. And I'll go ahead and read this book as well. Well, not the whole thing, but some of it. So this one says abundance, accomplishment. He looks like a magician. He's got an ace or a two of hearts in his hand. I don't know. On this side it looks like an ace. This side it looks like a 2. Then he's got something on his arm there. I want to say it kind of looks like a rooster face, but it's all flowers. Then he's got like an acrobat back here. We've got a circus tent. So he's definitely like a magician. So I wonder if this is like the Fool card and there's the magician. This is air. There are no numbers on this card. There are, however, these little symbols at the top. And I don't know. Oh, she does. She does use these different symbols. She's also got an air sign down here, but the card itself is called air. It should, okay, here's about the art. Okay, here we go. So I'm just going to put this out here. So the different symbols on the cards, they have these 4 different symbols at the top where normally you would see like a number maybe. So this one, it says origin, wholeness, completion, state of being. That looks like glass half full to me. Glass half full circle there. Positive association, strength, fullness, accord. Glass half empty. Looks like glass half empty circle is negative association, conflict, absence, challenges. And then this star is intersection of matter with consciousness, human, influence, and choice. So that is the key of reference. When you're kind of reading these cards. Anguish. Isn't that an interesting card? Attachment. Balance. Blocked. Childhood. Combustion. Concealed. Connection. Oh, that is so bizarre. So I immediately thought of these as birds, but they're clearly like underwater and there's no birds up here. So it's like, which side has the water? This has got to be the water. It looks like the water. So is that like the reflection of birds flying above that you can't see in the sky over here? That's definitely got some as above, so below. And then you've also got this geometric shape in here, which I'll be investigating in the next couple of days because I'm getting a geometrics deck because there's so many decks that refer to the geometry that I'm like, I need to learn some geometry. So there's connection, then the cosmos, decay, deluge, destruction, disguise, dreams, earth, epiphany. I like that picture a ton. I really like that picture. You've got like trees in here. There's some weird shadow thing in here. I want to say it looks like mountains, but it also could look like a face. But you know how your eyes kind of look for face in everything. But that one is called Epiphany. There's something I really like that one. It has some Aboriginal kind of dotting in there that you see in, what's her name? Mel Brown. Yeah, I like this one. Ooh, that's so pretty. There's places in Colorado that actually look like that. On the western slope of Colorado. And that's erosion. Eruption. I just thought of Hawaii there. Evolution. From amoebas to life. More geometric shapes. Fertility. She definitely has an Empress quality. Right? Fire. Gifts. This is why I bought the deck right here. This card right here. I do improv and every line that a person says is a gift, right? It's a gift to keep the show going. Whatever they say is right. Doesn't matter. It's a gift. And you yes and it. And so, I don't know. this is like gifts from the earth, and there's these like geodes in here. And when you're a kid in Colorado, you think every rock that you break open is going to look like that inside. So definitely a cool deck. This one is Grief. Harmony. That reminds me of like a Pink Floyd light show at the planetarium. The cool stuff you do in Colorado before you turn 21. That's right. Healing. Influence. I really like this deck. Meander. Little lazy river happening there. Memory. Look, we got more geometric shapes. And it reminds me of a dream catcher as well. She's got a picture of a parakeet on her chest. Moon. Multiverse. Like, that has a whole new meaning now that I just saw the new Spider-Man. Mystery. Obstacle. Path. Patience. Phenomenon. Plants. Potential. Productivity. Protection. Reflection. Reincarnation. Okay, so mazes are pretty cool, especially when I see them in decks. I just think they're super cool. So I'm gonna read of course, reincarnation, and that was like the one that I picked. First thing I picked out in the book. It's right in the center here. All right, so we'll just go ahead and read this together. It says, reincarnation. In being reborn through many lifetimes, we are given the opportunity to walk the labyrinth of life once again. Bringing awareness and intention to our current manifestation allows us to consider what lessons we are here to work through in this lifetime. So, this almost looks like an umbilical cord that I want to say looks like a fetus in the center there. Could be any kind of fetus. It could be any kind of life, because we all look the same like at that gestation. Alligators, people, everything. We all look the same at that gestation. All right, so reincarnation. Relationship. More geometric shapes. Release. Renewal. Resilience. Resistance. This looks like a couple of different things for me. Like, it kind of looks like plate tectonics, right? There's lava underneath here. There's these two plates. But then I'm like, this could be like teeth that have some bone loss. What is resistance? I want to know. I want to know. Resistance. We may be aware of a sense of inner friction or butting up against something within ourselves. Notice this tension and decide what is needed to move through inner resistance. I just thought, floss. You need floss to move through inner resistance. I am a dork and it's late. All right, so notice this tension and decide what is needed to move through inner resistance. Loosening the sense of constriction may be as simple as taking one step forward or one step back. Anyways, this deck is cool. I'm really digging the artwork. This one says responsibility. Of course, it's a young person. It's only young people who think we need to be responsible. Damn kids. Retreat. This almost looks like we're jumping planet right here. It just looks like a whole bunch of seeds on the planet. Now they're jumping planet. Separate. This looks like a river of some sort or a dam. And you can see like a piece of it has broken off down here. And just kind of noticing the symbolism that the book describes. This is a glass half empty card. So probably somebody's feeling some sadness when they get that card. Source. I have all kinds of things to say about this card. But I'm going to keep it clean and just say that source to me is spirit. Source is like God. Let's see what they say source is. I don't normally read these many cards. I just really like this deck so far. There is a wellspring of inspiration and knowledge into which we can tap. We may access this source through doing what we love or by simply looking to nature as a reminder of the origin of all creative energy. Find ways to dip into this limitless place to bring forth all you have to offer. Stillness, structure, support, tempest, more geometric shapes, transient, underworld. Oh, I love the snakes. Snakes are on a lot of decks. Underworld. Don't be afraid to find yourself journeying through dark realms associated with the land of the dead. Remnants of the past or visitations in dreams may appear with important messages to share. Embrace the shadow side as the complement to the light. So I like the idea that this is embracing shadow side. Anytime I see a snake, I think of growth, like regeneration, like shedding your skin, essentially, right? But I never really, I guess I recognize now that, or this made me associate the shedding of skin with addressing the shadow side so you can grow, right? Shed that stuff that don't work for you. All right, upheaval. Vulnerability. Water. This just makes me feel like a single drop in an ocean. But this single drop has like a whole world in it, right? There's like what looks like land, that looks like a moon, maybe sky. I don't know. These are cool cards if you ask me. And this one is wisdom. So I love this. I love these cards. I'm looking forward to using these in readings. Okay. So the deck totally or the camera totally shut off. So I was shuffling it. I was showing how you can shuffle it. And I was doing all these nice things with the cards that I couldn't tell you now or remember now. But I was shuffling like this. And I was shuffling like this. And yeah, these are pretty great cards. I love the book. I'll definitely use these, you know. You can use it to round out a reading to kind of get the overall sense of it, but I'll probably use these at the beginning of the reading in order to get a sense of what the reading is about or some sort of intention towards the reading when I'm going through. But in any case, if you liked this deck, please like, subscribe, and share. And yeah, have a blessed day.